We talked about the pivotal play where Mecole Hardman had a chance to score, but he fumbled and the ball went out of the back of the end zone. And this rule has been subject to high-powered debates in countless football media outlets. Some are very adamant in keeping the rule, some are not. They say, why reward a defense that forces the fumble, but they made no clear recovery, and that's rewarding the defense, but costing the offense yardage and points. Now, in any part of the field of play, if this fumble were to happen, let's say at midfield, the ball goes out of bounds, it goes back to the offense on where the point the ball was fumbled. But remember that the end zone is sacred ground. That is 6 points, a touchdown, the highest amount of points you can get on any single score. You have to handle the ball with care. You can't just handle it loosey-goosey as you're heading towards the pylon and lose possession. And you know how like the out of bounds or the sidelines is the extra defender because you want to push your offensive guy out of bounds or force them out? Well, in a way, the end zone is another defender. And maybe that is something slightly unfair to the offense, but look how recently things have trended toward offense. The hand grabbing, the PI, no contact beyond 5 yards, is helping out receivers break out of jams and getting away from players that are downfield in the secondary. Then all of these quarterback rules, no hits below the knee, no hits up high, head to head for receivers coming across the middle. And now with that, we're seeing hits low, and I'm sure that the hip drop tackle is another thing that they're going to take away. But I understand there's a safety aspect with this, but this has nothing to do with safety. It is simply just a lot of people not being happy about the rule. And I understand if your team falls subject to this, and it happens at a very pivotal point, it sucks. It is an unfortunate consequence. But simple as that, the immediate solution to that is just don't fumble. Don't fumble. Because I don't know what necessarily you could do to replace it. If you simply give it back to the offense, that's one thing, but then there's so many other little nuances that can happen. My thing now is that we'll wait and see what this rule actually happens and if it remains the same or is completely wiped out after the season concludes.